Thanks for joining me at Kidney Journeys today. My name is Kyle Chang. I am a dialysis patient since 2013. Today, I wanted to show you some of the different things I use to supplement my protein level. As many of you know, I try to avoid eating meats a lot because I find that tends to drive up my phosphorus level. Not for everybody, but for me it does. So I tend to go with plant-based proteins a little bit more. And plant-based proteins are good for some folks if your potassium is not too high. Definitely talk to your renal dietitian to see what your labs are like, get to learn how to read your labs, as well as understand what foods work and don't work for your body, because everybody can be very different. So with plant-based proteins, sometimes my albumin levels are still a little bit low. And again, albumin is the main protein level in your body that's generated out of the liver. It can affect how well it's carrying blood, medications throughout your body, as well as how much fluids are being retained in the tissues of your body. So you want to keep your albumin high, around 4.0 if possible, and work with your renal dietitian to learn your labs and know what works and doesn't work for your body. Now, with lower albumin, there are some protein supplements that I take that's helpful. And I try to avoid sugars and stuff a lot. However, your clinic might even offer these things. So what I enjoy is protein bars. So a lot of times I get the Zone protein bars. This one is the strawberry yogurt flavor. And then I also have a blueberry flavor that I bought that was on sale on Amazon. So that's good. Sometimes at the clinics, they give you a flavor called cinnamon roll. I tend to stay away from the nut and chocolate flavors because those tend to be higher phosphorus, and then I don't want to add that to it if I don't need to. So protein bars, there's many other brands of protein bars that are available, many other flavors that are available. So we'll put a link to that list that's available and approved by a renal dietitian right below. You could take a look at those, consult your renal dietitian to see if those are good or if they provide that for you at your clinic without additional costs. So sometimes they do if your albumin and protein levels are low. Now, there are other clinics, a lot of times they give patients something called Liquicell. Liquicell is another protein supplement, and it gives you about 16 grams of protein per packet. So here's a sample packet here of Liquicell. This one is the watermelon flavor. It is sugar-free. It's just a little liquid packet that you put in. You can mix with many different recipes. You can make Jello shots. You could just drink it by itself. I prefer to mix these packets with a little bit of hot water. So to me, it tastes like a sweetened hot tea. That goes down a little bit smoother because I don't like things that are very sweet. And sometimes Liquicell can be very sweet depending on the flavor that you have. So this is definitely provided by my PD clinic free of charge. They don't provide the protein bars, but the hemodialysis clinic I went to, they do provide protein bars. Or Liquicell, depending on what option. So sometimes you could ask for something different to keep up your protein levels. And then ideally, you do take these at least 3 times a week. Sometimes if you're a little bit low, you can take a little bit more. Consult your renal dietitian or your nephrologist on the dosage. Some other flavors I like of Liquicell is there's a lemon flavor. So it comes in this yellow package, still 16 grams of protein. And then there's also a peach mango flavor that's sort of in this pink and yellow package. So those are my favorite flavors. There are other flavors like grape. I don't personally like the grape a lot. I think it's too sweet for me, so I tend to avoid those. Another thing that you may do to up your protein levels, and this is more meat oriented, is you have these StarKist tuna packets. They're very inexpensive. They do have a long shelf life, so that's good. But this packet does offer 17 grams of protein per packet. You could eat it right out of the pack, or have some crackers and things with you, or put it inside some bread. Make some tuna sandwiches, tuna salad sandwiches if you like, if that works for you. Some other plant-based proteins I like is quinoa, oatmeal, beans. I tend to go with the black beans instead of the refried beans. It's a little bit healthier for you. And then kidney beans also are good. Now, those the beans and different things, in addition to protein, they could be high potassium, good fiber sources for you. But you do need to watch your potassium levels as well as phosphorus levels just to balance that out overall. So sometimes you can mix and match. For me, what I find works is if I'm not eating meats that day or a whole lot of meats, I can induce a lot more of the plant-based proteins, and that does not really drive up my phosphorus levels too much because the combination of both meat and the plant-based proteins, they're both tend to be high phosphorus items, even though it's natural high phosphorus. I tend not to combine those. I eat one or the other. And then I tend to try to alternate those on different days. So that way my protein level stays more consistent, above board, and then my phosphorus level is sort of managed as well and kept a little bit lower. So hopefully that helps you out. If you like this video, please do click the thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, please do hit the subscribe button, and also go ahead, share the video if you like, so that other folks could get this information. Thanks for joining me today. Make sure you keep up with your proteins, do your dialysis treatment so you can do the things you like with the folks you enjoy doing it with.